are here in spirit and in video chat, and we've got the gorgeous hands of Lincoln Damhurst, who's going to be showing us how to play Nova Luna. So perfect. He had a mistake there, and he just changed it up. That was very good. Thank you, Lincoln, very much.
Here he has it. So we're in the middle of a game, so that's exciting.
He does. He actually does. So when Lance was here like an hour ago, he took like 30 minutes to explain the game. We could play this game easily in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. I know, I've done it.
It's a 30-minute game. It plays ages 8+. Spiel des Jahres nominated. We had the Spiel des Jahres guy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations to our partner, Edition Spielwiese, out in Germany, who strategic partner of ours, and selected us to do the game with them. This is by Uwe Rosenberg, the great designer, and with them already in Uwe's catalog, we've already done Cottage Garden, Indian Summer, and Spring Meadow. All of those are you're creating using polyomino, I can't say that word, Tetris-like pieces, and you're putting them on your board in front of you. Is that the right word? I always say I want to say polynomial. Polyomino.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. The way she said it is right. Okay, good.
Polyomino.
So that's what he's done quite a bit for the last few years. And this time he's come up with this really cool family weight game called Nova Luna, which is an abstract, lightly themed on the phases of the moon. So why don't we talk about what we're seeing in front of us there? Thank you, Lincoln, for that. It was close.
Besides the beautiful presentation, what are we seeing? It's very pretty to see. So what we have here is the moon wheel. That's what that center thing is. Ooh,
the moon wheel.
Yes.
And around, and that there's a marker there at 12 o'clock. That's just called the marker. I'd like to call it the moon marker. It's funny that
the moon marker.
That. It's just called the marker in the rule book. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be collecting these tiles, selecting these tiles, and placing them in front of you. And let me talk about what a tile has on it. You'll notice, let's take the one that's at 1 o'clock there. It has a 4 on it. That means it costs 4 time segments to take that tile and to place it into your tableau in front of you. It also has 3 objectives or goals that you are trying to achieve. You'll notice one has 3 blue dots on it, one has 3 yellow dots, and one has 2 red dots. Now, other tiles they're very different. It could have only 1 dot in it. It could have multiple colored dots in it, but that one has that. So if you are going to select that first tile, and by the way, you have to select on your turn, you must select either the next one or the next one or the next one. So you have a choice of the next 3 tiles. You move over to that. Just pick one of those there, Lincoln. You move over to that. You select that tile. You leave the marker there. You spend that amount of time, which I believe was 7. I forgot what it was on that tile.
Yeah,
7.
I think it was
very
7.
Good. He spends 7. Thank you very much, Lincoln. Beautiful hands. He moves over 7, and then he places it somewhere in his tableau. Now, did he set this up correctly that we would score something? He did. Look at that. So when he places that there, you'll notice that in the bottom, he's got a couple of things that he scores for. So he was able to get that objective because that objective needed a red tile, No,
you need a yellow with that one, Lincoln.
No, Lincoln, you're wrong on that one, right? You're wrong on the one or the 3. So get that out of there, Lincoln. Don't make mistakes on my time. So, but on the other one, he had a connecting yellow tile and a connecting turquoise tile. So that would then score. The object of the game is to get rid of all 20 of your discs that are in front of you. And the first player to get rid of all 20 of those discs, basically putting them on top of your tiles, is going to win the game.
But what's cool is that if it needs like 3 of the same color, they don't all have to be adjacent. Just one with connecting colors, which is cool. I mean, that brings in an element from Habitat I really like.
That's absolutely true, and it's a great point to make now. So if you looked at that tile that Lincoln did place down there, and it only needed got to move over. There you go. It only needed 1 yellow, but let's just say where he placed that blue marker, it actually needed 3 yellow. It would have satisfied that because there's a chain of 3 yellow above it and to the above a little bit inverse L. So like that one right there, right, that he's moving. That needed 3 yellows, and he was able to get that put that disc on there because he had 3 yellows that were in a chain together. 2 of them were actually adjacent, but 1 of them was out there. So any of these objectives must have something that is adjacent to it or in a chain from it. So if you look at that one that's above the center tile, the 2-time tile in yellow, it needs 4 yellows connected to it to then score it or to get that objective. Yep. So
it already has 2 though. So
it has 2 already. He could continue building later on and put other ones next to the 3 or the 1, and that would be part of the chain. Or he could build up and to the right of that one and get 4 that were connected to that. And players are going to go not in turn order. They're going to go in time order. So as you can see, so Lincoln is selecting a tile there. Maybe that was for the black player because the black player was behind time. There he goes. So he's moving it up. Right.
And then next turn would be blue.
Then next turn would be blue. Exactly like that. Game plays up to 4 players. It also has a solo mode, which is great these days, especially. It's a little bit different. It's a couple of different rules in the solo mode. I'm not a solo gamer, so I haven't played the solo game. But you're basically trying to get rid of your pieces as fast as you can. There's a speed kind of element,
I should try that.
Physical time speed, but the least number of tiles that you play. It's that kind of speed element. And that's the game. It is a perfect family weight game, but you could play this really thinky if you'd like, and really, figure out the ins and outs. And it has that great visceral feeling that when you get a tile, you put it down. You may do 2 different scores there. You could do 3. You could do 4. I mean, it could be so many. You can do this big chain of scoring based on where that tile was placed and next to what objectives it was placed. So it feels so good when that happens, and that's kind of
or
really
you play like me and I take the tiles that you need, so you can't get them, and then I lose.
You hate draft. Okay, good. I like hate drafting. That's excellent.
Maybe.
As I mentioned before, you're able to pick either the tile that is next to the marker, or the second one, or the third one. You get to pick any of those 3 to make your choice, as Lincoln is doing, and then he puts it in his tableau, and he might score there. You'll notice, of course, that tiles are not being refilled. When does that happen? Well, at the beginning of a player's turn, when they have less than 3 tiles, so 0, 1, or 2 tiles, they may refill the entire wheel, starting from the marker and going around. Now,
and generally you do.
Generally you want to have options. I generally think you want to have options, and since you get to choose, well, in the case where you see something that's exactly 3 ahead of you, but there were spaces in there, you want that tile, then you might not want to refill.
True.
You might want to just go pick, right? So go pick that tile, and then the other person, maybe then they're going to go refill. Once you're down to 0 tiles, of course, it's mandatory to refill. And that is it. The game keeps playing. You keep getting rid of. I played 2 games this week. To make sure I prepared for this, right? With Paula.
Oh, sure.
Paula. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And it both came down to one disc. We were both 1 away.
Oh my goodness!
From winning the game.
I don't think I've won this game. I get these tiles that are worth 6 time, and then I have to wait and wait and wait and wait, and then I get a 6th time, and then I wait and wait.
You gotta pick up those.
You gotta pick and choose correctly is what you gotta do.
The one-time tiles that have no. You notice they have no objective on it.
I know.
So that that's kind of how they are costed, by the way. You'll see like the ones with the bigger time. You can see that 6 I'm holding in my hand now. It has, am I moving it the right direction? Yeah. It's going to cost you a lot of time, of course, to play it, to take it and put it down, but it gives you so many options to score, right? So,
and they're easier options than like 4.
And they're easier options, and that's why. And that's why it costs you more time. And the ones that only have the 1, of course, it's just another color, but you might need that other color, so you pick that one. So, and that's how the game is played. Yeah. Nice,
it's amazing. It's
great
family
fun.
Way. Yes.
Great table presence with the colors. I actually set it up here just so I can reference it too, but Lincoln's got it all set up. It looks beautiful over there. And that's Nova Luna. It is available everywhere. Today. And it's available today in GeekGameShop.com.
GeekGameShop.com.
There it is. Support Board Game Geek. And you can purchase it right now from GeekGameShop.com. Hopefully, it's a Spiel des Jahres winner. It's a nominee. Hopefully, it's a winner. It would be Uwe Rosenberg's first, so maybe he wins because it would be.
How is that possible? He deserves more.
Has, yes. Well, he's had some recommendations, but he's never won. He won a special award in I forgot the year it was, but Agricola got a special award. And I think that special award was sort of like the precursor to the Kenner Spiel des Jahres, because they didn't have that. Remember, that only started, I don't know, 6 years ago.
2007, Eric.
There you go.
Help me out there. 2007, that happened.
So he won that special award, but it was not the Spiel des Jahres. It was a special award because Agricola did just, it was almost like, the game that like just rose games to a whole new level. It went to the number 1 on BGG. It beat out the long-seeded Puerto Rico at the time, right? That Puerto Rico was the number 1 game for the longest time, and nothing's ever going to take over that.
New level.
And it put him on it, right? And it really put him on a whole nother place. Because he's had so many great games too. I mean, early ones.
Not necessarily all heavy games.
Yeah. Bonanza.
But Mamma Mia. Yeah.
Right. Think about his catalog is so amazing. So it just took him to a whole other level. And thank you, Lincoln, for showing us your pretty face and coming in. I really appreciate it.